Why, hello there. Jacob here. Now, with free agency and the 2024 NFL League year officially underway, figured I'd go ahead and just kind of go through some updates. Basically, everything that has happened since Monday, according to the NFL Network. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So, yeah, obviously, the first big move, or one of the bigger moves, is quarterback Sam Darnold for 1 year at $8.75 million guaranteed and has a max value of $10 million. Again, stopgap quarterback, whatever you want to say there. Honestly, fine for a year or two, and who knows, maybe he might actually impress. Again, I've seen so many people flaming the Vikings for doing that. Hell, I've even seen Vikings fans going, what the hell are we doing? Yeah, that's the thing, though. That's the point. Have a stopgap quarterback who knows, if he's actually good, he's still relatively young. I mean, he's only like 27, 28 years old, and he was a third overall pick for a reason. He was a top 5 pick in the draft. A lot of people thought he could have gone number 1. But Adam Gase and the Jets, need I say more? Anyway, regardless, though, I'm rooting for you. I'm hoping because, hey, I want to be proven wrong here. I mean, he learned underneath, the Kyle Shanahan 49ers playbook last year, so who knows? Plus, Kevin O'Connell, that's, kind of his calling card, or at least that's why we signed him and hired him to be that quarterback whisperer. So we'll see. Then, of course, Aaron Jones for the 1 year, $7 million deal, which, again, I love it, everything about this, because, again, it spites the Packers fans. It spites the Packers organization. Aaron Jones feels, disrespected. And plus, if he still has any meat on the tires, we got ourselves one hell of a running back for next year. And that could take a lot of pressure off of whoever the hell the quarterback is. So, yeah. Aaron Jones, welcome aboard, big hoss. And like I say, if you still have 1,000, 1,500 yards in you, we'll take it. And, of course, a big one from yesterday. Brandon Powell is back on a 1 year, $2 million deal with a max of $2.75 million. Welcome back, Brandon. He's probably going to be like that third, receiver role, the slot guy, Basically, a la Jarius Wright. One of those guys that will get you third down conversions, will get you the big, greasy, in the middle of the field yards, especially if, they cover up like Hawkinson and Addison and Jefferson, Those three are going to be, big pieces there. So, if, Brandon Powell can be wide open there, get you 5 to 10 yards and keep the chains moving, get you about 5 to 10 touchdowns a year, and away we go, just another solid piece. And speaking of tight ends, this one's actually kind of big. Johnny Munt re-signs with us. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Munt, who came over from the Rams a couple years ago with Kwesi, and Kevin O'Connell, I should say, very solid for us, especially once Hawkinson went down, and especially with Hawkinson still being down, with him and Nick Muse being re-signed, that's kind of a big deal. Because I think between him, Oliver, and Munt, they might have to take the fair share of the tight end, group, at least until Hawkinson can get back and going. Because when he tore his ACL and all that stuff, it was in December. So roughly about 8 to 9 months will lead us right to week 1 and week 2. And, it's probably going to take a week or two for him to get up and going, And the last thing I want to do is rush TJ Hawkinson back. And, well, yeah. I think we all know what happens when you try to rush these players back. But regardless. So, Johnny Munt coming back is huge. Just like David Quessenberry. The backup left tackle for when Darrison went down and stuff like that. Versatile offensive lineman, can help out with depth and stuff like that. Same with Blake Brandel, But, yeah, I'd be curious to see what they do if they do decide to go after Reisner, even though Reisner did kind of, kind of did a, what about me? I could fucking do this too, type of tweet. Which, I mean, we'll see if that actually does end up, costing him or whatever. But yeah, I mean, like I say, David Quessenberry and Blake Brandel being back will add some good depth to the offensive line, which again has always been a bugaboo for the Vikings. And then, like I say, the big signings are edge rusher Jonathan Grenard, the 4-year, $76 million contract. And, of course, Andrew Van Ginkel, the local boy from Rock Valley, who, went to South Dakota, go Yotes, and Wisconsin, unfortunately. But anyway, we won't hold that against him. And had a very solid career in Miami, just like Grenard had a very solid career in Houston. So those will be the Danielle Hunter replacements, because for those of you who may or may not know, Danielle Hunter is now a Houston Texan on a big on a big 2-year deal worth, I think it was like $49 million or something like that. He got paid. And he actually got to go home, too. He's from that area. So, hey, congratulations, D'Amico. If he still has any tread left on the tires, man, you got yourself one hell of a defense coming up. So, good luck to Danielle there. And also, welcome aboard Jonathan Grenard and Andrew Van Ginkel, sort of like pass rusher, kind of linebackers, just solid depth that Flores can use for the defense. And, of course, another one that just happened today, Jonathan Bullard is back. Again, big piece because, well, I don't think I need to tell you, our defensive line needs all the help they can get. Yeah. I mean, last year we could not really get a lot of pressure to save our lives, and we did release Dean Lowry, which, honestly, I saw that move coming. I mean, he really didn't do much one way or the other to make me go, yay, or, but, regardless, Jonathan Bullard coming back to the team. Welcome back, Sparky. Blake Cashman signed, the 3-year contract worth up to $25.5 million. That was really our first big splash, or second, actually, I guess, technically, kind of between Grenard and Bullard, or like Grenard and Cashman, kind of right around the same time. So, again, linebacker from Houston, who's also a Minnesota boy from Eden Prairie and went to the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers. So, he gets to come back home and be a solid tackling linebacker, a la Chad Greenway. And if he's anything like Chad Greenway, then that'll be solid. Just a solid tackling linebacker who you can rely on in space to, make the necessary plays when needed. And the last signing, I should say, is John Parker Romo, the kicker from the XFL, San Antonio Brahms, and has been on a couple of practice squads and stuff like that. So, I mean, I still kind of want us to go after maybe another kicker, like actually bring in some competition, please. So it's not just, a guaranteed one and you're done type of thing. Because, well, again, as Vikings fans, I think we've been burnt by that flame a few times. But, yeah. Anyway, like I say, hopefully he can be good. Because he, apparently his claim to fame was booting like a 70-yard field goal for, like, social media and stuff like that. Which, rarely, I mean, outside of destroying, which, by the way, he's actually going to be in the XFL, it sounds like. So that'll be kind of interesting. But anyway, kind of coming back here to the Vikings, see what John Parker Romo can do. And last, but certainly not least, huge, take it away, Tom Pelissero. 6-time Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith has agreed to a restructured contract and will play his 13th season with the Vikings. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news as of like 15-20 minutes ago. Huge. I mean, like I say, because this basically now all but guarantees that Harrison Smith will be a Viking for life, hopefully. And now that also means I still actually have a road white jersey I can actually wear this year. So, that's kind of a plus right there, too, Save a little bit of money. But anyway, no, but in all honesty, though, Harrison Smith, I mean, I don't think I need to tell you Harrison Smith. If you've been around the NFL for a while, if you've been around the Vikings organization for a while, Harrison Smith is a pro's pro. Massive piece. And continues to bolster what is a potentially Hall of Fame resume. And of course, like I say, Flores, I will say though, under the Flores defense, he kind of let, Harrison actually be Harrison again, which is nice because, again, when Harrison is the hitman, I mean, only good things can come from that if you're, the Vikings defense. Because that's always been his calling card, kind of that roaming safety, almost borderline linebacker. And that's one reason why he was always been one of my favorite Vikings, because he's soft-spoken, he goes out there and plays hard on the field all day, every day. I mean, you gotta love that, So, yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up for now. So, that's basically the free agency update from Monday till today, going into the new league year. So, yeah. Until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good day.